Now I will solve the problems related to the topic probability. So in your textbook also you can see exercise number 27, page number 376. Page number 376. So exercise number 27. So we will solve first sum. It is related to coin. A coin is tossed once. A coin is tossed once. First sum. Describe the sample space. Describe the sample space. Second, find the probability of getting tail. So this is the question. So a coin is tossed once. Describe the sample space. Second, find the probability of getting tail. So solution. So first question. So we have to write the sample space. So how can we write the sample space? So when a coin is tossed once, you may get head or you may get tail. So how many outcomes you may get? Either head or tail. Two outcomes you will get, isn't it? So therefore, S is equal to either head or tail you will get. So therefore, this implies what is N of S? N of S is equal to 2. So this is the first answer. So what is the second answer we have to find out? Find the probability of getting tail. So what is the probability of the event here? Favorable outcomes, they are telling tail. So probability of getting tail is equal to, so what is the formula you have? So number of possible events, number of favorable events by number of possible favorable outcome by number of possible outcomes. So you can say N of T, tails, number of tails divided by number of sample space. So that is equal to how much? Tails, how much we got? How many tails? Only 1. So therefore 1 by sample space how much? 2. So therefore this is the answer. So once again I will repeat. So a coin is tossed once. Describe the sample space. So sample space means when you toss a coin, you will get either head or tail, isn't it? So that means how many outcomes you will get? 2 outcomes. So number of possible outcomes are 2. So now they are asking us find the probability of getting tail. So what is the probability of getting tail here? Number of favorable outcome by number of possible outcomes. So that is number of tails divided by number of S. So therefore sample space, that is 1 by. So this is the answer. Take down, copy down. So now we will move on to second question in the exercise 27. Question number 2. So take down second question. Two coins are tossed. Two coins are tossed. Two coins are tossed. Simultaneously. 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 Describe the sample space. Yes. Sample space. Yes. Find the probability of getting probability of getting one, two heads, probability of getting two heads. Next, second, at least one head. At least one head. Third, at most one head. At most one head. Fourth, exactly one head. Exactly one head. Exactly one head. Fifth, no head. So this is the question. So two coins are tossed simultaneously. Describe the sample spaces. Find the probability of getting two heads, at least one head, at most one head, exactly one head, no head. So we will discuss one by one. First, we have to write sample space. Describe the sample space. So two coins are tossed simultaneously. So what result you may get? Sometimes you may get both heads, or sometimes you may get one head and one tail. Next time you may get two tails, or sometimes you may get one tail, one head. So totally, how many outcomes you get? This implies n of s is equal to 4 outcomes. So n of s is equal to 4 outcomes, isn't it? Now, what is the first question they are asking us? So, two heads. So, probability of getting two heads. Probability of getting two heads is equal to, so n of E by n of S. So probability of getting two heads, they are saying. So two heads, how many times they occurred? Only one time occurred in this set. So therefore, what happens here? It is 1 by. So how many number of sample spaces are there? 4. So therefore, answer is 1 by 4. So this is the answer for the first question. So probability of getting two heads. Second, at least one head. Probability of getting at least one head. So what is the meaning of this? Probability of getting at least one head. So minimum one head should be there. Maximum more than one head should be there, or two heads should be there. So that is formula n of E by n of S. So how many such events will occur here? So minimum at least one head means minimum one head, maximum two heads. So 1, 2, 3. So therefore, what is the answer here? 3 by 4. So this is the answer for the second